Welcome back to another Murder Hobo Crew Commentary. We are going to watch February 3rd Imposter Rounds. I'm Victim.
I'm Stabbing Hobo Extraordinaire, Buck Futz.
I am Majir.
And I'm Barry.
Now we're going to get on to watching Slayer fail. We'll be sad when he succeeds, but we'll try to show some enthusiasm at that point, too.
Well, you might.
Shut the fuck up, Buck.
Oh, okay.
You're playing already?
We are playing.
Oh my god. I am so not ready
All right.
for this. Okay.
Are we? Ooh, we're on
Another
Polis.
Polis.
Oh
baby.
yeah.
Nice.
Polis.
This is my favorite map.
I'm incredible. I'm just gonna stand
And
here
so
for a
this
second.
is, I noticed Slayer is immediately splitting up from his counterpart, so they're not, quote, seen together.
That can work out well, or that can totally backfire on you. Let's see how it goes.
I like that little juke there over Codi, especially with the lights out, just making sure that he doesn't get spotted. Because that was a risky kill at the lab doors.
Well,
No, it wasn't. That was the lights
The
out.
lights were already, the lights were already out. I don't think NF guys saw him.
Some balloony thing where you gotta tap the corners.
It was next to the drill.
Yeah, that's the drill.
Yeah, the drill. The balloon drill, yeah, that guy.
The descriptions here are going to be wonderful.
I know they're gonna be amazing.
It always
See,
cracks me up
classic.
Yeah,
the
get
difference
ready.
between people calling it the drill, the
I
rocket,
know
etc.
that,
Like the names for
There's
that
someone
particular
next to
spot
me,
always
but
crack
I
me
can't
up.
remember if it was
You just
orange
call it
or
the
red.
baloney thing?
Well,
Where'd that
orange is
even come
dead,
from?
So it would be red.
I
and I was
mean,
about to say,
it is
I
the
ran into
space dildo.
laboratory first and went all the way to the far right to hit meth
Yes, where do you
scan,
get baloney from
and
that?
red was not far behind me, so that puts you and I both.
I don't know.
seeing
Isn't
red there
bologna
near
really
the
just
body,
hot dog for
so
people like
I was
Thank
there
you.
earlier.
You
I
were
did
red.
the.
I mean,
did the
I think of
thermometer.
phallic
I'm in
shaped meats.
electrical
Like
right now.
bologna is the last place my mind goes.
I mean, your mind still goes
You
there.
saw someone standing there at the end, an F guy.
It might be last, but
Yeah,
it
they
still
ran
goes
to
there.
the drill with me. But
What I
like
do in my
said,
free
can't
time is
remember
none of
if
your
it was
business.
orange running
Thank
with me,
God.
'cause
Well,
and
I
then-
never
let's just
went
say
to
I'm
the
not
drill.
going to go to
All
your
I did was
stable shop.
did the thermometer. The electrical got called.
Good
I
call.
went to electric. I am in electrical right now.
Is that mayonnaise or secret sauce?
Yeah, I'm fucking useless right now because I literally was not. I was not ready to
I-
play.
I-
so
I saw. So I saw. I saw Cody
And then I
midfield.
moved down, and then the thing got called.
As I was running, I did see Cody just standing there midfield. So I don't think she was in range to do it.
I had some
Ooh,
stuff on OBS,
that was-
so I
Yeah, that-
not prepped on
That just
OBS.
gave away
It's
imposter
proud.
This is my
vision.
first time playing on
Yeah.
this map.
If
Well-
they don't catch it, though.
Me too. I have no idea.
No,
You
because
played on
I'm
Polis,
assuming,
Xander.
I didn't hear it, but I'm assuming Cody implicated having seen Slayer.
It's weird. Like I don't like. I even.
No, she was just defending herself, saying that she was over blah and she couldn't have done
What?
it. Slayer's the one that volunteered that he was when he was running past, he saw Cody.
Except that we know that Cody absolutely could have done
I
it.
was thrown.
Totally. I mean, he
It
was
would have
lying.
been no trouble to double back, stab somebody, and then come back and stand there while Slayer was walking by.
Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck
For
up
sure.
now.
I mean,
I just
the
think
guy
it
the guy in red is clearly an innocent victim here.
was, right? I think it was just a risky play to like give away. It could have given away imposter vision if they were quicker on the uptake.
Well, and it will never cease to amaze me the kind of things that get talked about and then forgotten in this
Within
game
about
in
5
30
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah.
God, you are so right. Especially
Okay.
after last week's game.
How many times have we seen somebody murder somebody in a room and then gone, you know,
I saw it.
but
What
so and
color
so
was
was
it there?
late.
You saw Ninetales do it?
So and so was late to the reactor. Let's talk about that for 20 minutes
Hey, you
instead.
saw Ninetales do it, Cody?
I saw Ninetales do it, yeah. Ninetales, you want to defend yourself?
I just had 2 people saw me kill somebody. I'm not going to try.
Okay, well that makes it fucking easy.
I really can't.
Thank you. I tipped the hat. And
I don't know. That
the
was
other
a
one.
pretty stirring defense, y'all. I'm not so sure.
Cody, are
I'm
you
not gonna waste
self-reporting?
any time.
Are you hypnotizing Ninetales into confessing to your crime?
I am sorry to my partner, though. I'm sorry. So sorry.
That good. I'm just that good.
Oh no, this was a
That was
this
just
is a
good.
blatant murder.
We're all
Yeah, I
movers
mean,
now,
yeah,
so, I mean,
Where
we're not all
Ninetales got
movers.
busted.
Not
Yeah.
much with the anonymous voting off and your partner
Yeah, we mostly
confesses.
play
You
on
kind of
stealth.
have to vote
We're-
for
we're-
it.
You do.
Yeah.
We're still
absolutely.
vanillas.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of new people coming in. Like, there's usually a new person every time we play, so.
Okay, everyone mute.
Stacking right on top of him.
Well, I mean, they're still within the cooldown timer, but yeah, I mean, Cody's dead here. She doesn't know it yet, but she's dead here.
Well, it's just if there's two people in a room, the last place you want to be is on top of somebody.
I agree. Oh, and Cody even helped. Like going that far down into specimen is just nice because
Yeah.
it's another one it's less
That
seen.
body may never ever get spotted.
Mhm.
Especially with lights off, people will run right by it and do tasks and not notice it.
Though I've noticed, maybe it's just me, but like some of the games we play, like the few times I've played on Polis, like people do not like to go into specimen with the lights off.
True.
Um,
Well, that entire hallway is just a murder hallway. Nobody wants to go down there.
yeah, it's a great place to get a kill as long as you're careful about who sees you going in with whom. But
The interesting part about it is I've heard from some other people that there's apparently a theory crafted idea that at certain remainders of crew percentage, you should leave the lights off because it doesn't give, like, you can catch somebody with imposter vision, but it also doesn't give the imposter any other sabotages to do.
yeah, no, I've heard that too,
Like-
and I think that's a very good point.
Like, it has a negative, but the question is, do the positives of it outweigh it?
Right.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the comms.
Now, now you got two people on you.
Oh, that to me that was very twitchy. Watching him open the door and then not going into it.
He's establishing an alibi.
Yeah,
Problem
it's,
is he's behind on time. He needs to get some kills in.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Polis, just spamming doors whenever they're up is generally a good strategy because, you know, they will stay closed until somebody physically hits the switches.
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually one of the reasons I tend to automatically stop and open doors if I'm not pressed for time.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it doesn't provide you an advantage, it does annoy crewmates, which is, you know, its own reward, really. Especially if people haven't seen the map before, they will just stand next to the door and wait. It's hilarious.
That's fair. That's worth it right there. Like he's got to find a better place to get kills.
Well, and the problem is a lot of them are grouping up now.
Yep. It's the danger, I think, of waiting too long. Once you get people who are willing to run together in 3s and 4s, you're there. You go.
Yeah, that's kind of a scary kill though, because
Yeah, I was gonna say walking right over the body and continuing on where you can possibly be implicated.
right.
Being in the area.
That's actually one of those ones you should have tried to kill and get back out the doors before the first decom shut.
Well, I
I
mean
think
that
he's
one
tried
you
it.
close one door and the other door opens. It's you would have to actually just go back through and then hope you can jump an event before somebody sees you. It's a risky play. It worked out because
Mhm.
they don't really know this map. They're spread out and people aren't running together.
Right. Now that they spread back out, this should be easy because there's not enough people to canvas. Like they have to go for these sabotage.
See, I'm torn between I understand what he's doing by doing seismic because it pulls everybody away from the last two bodies that he's dropped. But I was a little bit surprised he didn't do lights to give himself some impunity to move around and possibly line somebody else up.
The biggest problem is these three have been sticking together like glue.
Yeah, and it's if there's a meeting called, he's going to get busted for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like right now, this should be very easy for them. They should vote him
What
out.
do we got?
Well, that took forever. I'm going to clear Izzy, Bear, and Xander. I believe the two of you have finished all your tasks, and you both know that, and you're just running in circles with me.
This is one of those ones where I
Pretty
think
sure
you
we
have
can
to take
all
the
always
risky.
say
When you
that.
see the three of them
We're
running
down with
together,
work, so we're
you
having
have
a
to take
dance
the risky
party.
play. Call lights
Just
and
finished my
murder them
task,
one of
so
them
I'm
in the
not up
dark.
with you guys.
While you
Well-
still have other people to take the fall.
The other interesting thing that you can do that will throw stuff off is to turn around and
Oh, I was muted.
call
Sorry
lights
about
and
that.
go stand by the
Oh,
panel
yeah,
and
no,
throw
my task, that's why I just
switches
met up with you guys.
to buy yourself time while the cooldown runs down, and then
Have you guys
stack
had
kills.
eyes on each other the whole
Well,
time?
so you can if you're flipping switches, your kill cooldown's
Been there
paused.
for a while.
Yeah, it's
Is
been
it?
a long time since we've had a meeting.
You can do that if your kill
Who was the
cooldown's
last
not
person to meet
up.
up with you
Usually,
guys?
if you have both,
I
if you have
was
both
trying to
imposters,
figure out
it's
a way
great
to
because
call
one
a
can
meeting
flip
and I
switches
couldn't
while the other
figure
one's
out how.
cooldown's getting there.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was just. I was saying, like when you have the
I don't
three of
know
them there,
what you guys are
you have to
doing.
find some way to
Fucked
kill
up.
the group, and
Lights
without
is
doing
the
that,
best
it's
way.
easy.
I mean, ideally you'd
And
want to
never
kill
admit
one of them
defeat
while
till
the
the
lights
victory
were out,
screen.
and then not have the other two see you. And then
Right.
they point fingers at each other, and you're fine.
That's true. We put D&D in a.
I love it.
Ninetales staying back here to get murdered. Yeah, we're doing commentary for another
So
run
that-
of Slayer tasticness.
That kill was just bad. Like that was just
That
bad.
was.
Well, the lights were out, so you might have gotten away with
What
it.
do we
but-
got?
He walked right
No.
over Izzy though.
Why do I
And the-
keep finding so many dead people?
And like the problem was that like
Let's
Slayer
see.
went in with just
we were
them.
in laboratory right as the lights started to go out. I saw someone run by, but lights were fading. So
Oh,
I
Izzy
don't
didn't
know.
see who it
wow.
Oh,
was.
you lucky
into
bastard.
the next room
Yeah.
laboratory, and boom. The
Was that-
report
Slay
button
on,
popped up
Slayer.
and I
Was
hit
that after or before
So-
you killed
It's
me?
somebody's
amazing
got a
the
case.
difference-
Somebody's got a case of anal blindness.
That was a good.
Yeah,
that was
it's
a good
amazing the
catch there.
case
You
of
almost had
what
me.
you see when you're watching
Yeah,
others
I-
play compared to when you're the one playing.
For sure,
Well,
for sure.
Yeah, it absolutely is
Who else
very
was-
easy
where was
in the
everybody?
game
I was
to
at the bottom shooting
fail to notice
asteroids.
something
I
or
was
notice it
doing
and fail to
pew
recall
pew
it.
for my
Like,
chat. I'm sure it was annoying.
Slayer, where
the
were you?
unreliableness
Guys,
of
filling gas.
eyewitness
I was about to go over to
testimony
the
is
electrical, turn the lights on.
astonishingly big.
Xander, where were you?
Somebody's already thrown out a self-report there, so
Say that again.
Water bottle.
all he needs to
McDonald's
do is
I wish
plant
I
that
fucking knew
seated
where
down a
any of
little
these
bit
things
more,
were.
and
Lance, where were you?
not draw sus
Okay,
on
so
himself,
no one has
and
said
he's got a
anything
free
close to
kill
where the
here.
body is.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I also think this is one of those nice places. Polus is one of those
I've
great
already
maps
said
for
where
being
the
able to
body
lie
is.
about
Keep
where you are.
asking, keep interrogating everybody else.
Just
I'll tell
because
Did you
you
say it
can't,
was red?
everybody can't cover all that space, and you can kind of get away with some of the like the weirder spots.
I'm looking at the
Yeah,
map
you
now,
could
so-
say you were up in med lab when somebody else said they were in med lab, and
Yep.
Near
there's enough
electrical?
room that both of you could be in there and not see each other.
Isn't
Right,
that when
correct.
the lights go out?
Yes.
Or like doing the nodes.
So you don't have to be there
The
to
nodes
do
are
that.
great places to lie about being because everybody
I
hates doing
stepped off
them,
the
and there's so
ship,
many
went
spread
right.
out
I
that you could just
immediately
claim.
hit the first node there because that
weird
was my
nodes.
task, and I ran
Yeah.
in to press the node switch in laboratory. While I was pressing the switch, the lights went out as I was coming out of pressing the node switch, and I saw a figure starting to run, but with lights fading, I didn't get to spot color, so I don't have an actual name.
I think it's Slayer because Slayer usually has a big mouth and he's not talking at all.
Ooh, they caught that. They caught that.
That's
He lucked out on the tie.
Star there.
Yeah,
She's
pretty
pretty
slight.
good about
Let's say
figuring him
They
out.
voted
Yep.
for me.
Young Turks, thank you so much for the rating party at 250.
Already a
Moderators,
problem when somebody IDs you tell.
Talk to you about the charity.
Sorry.
That's why you killed them next.
So the problem is, if you kill them next, then it looks like you're confirming it.
I don't know. We get so many people that say like, "I'm smarter than to kill
the
them
mute
next."
button?
It's like it's almost like using it as a clear as much as a
Oh,
kill.
But I
just-
feel like
I'm
the
just
best
gonna
thing
be
he can do this
entertaining
time is
chat
to
over here.
do a
Don't,
lot of
you
chosen
know.
oneing with somebody else.
Hey, mute.
When somebody
Oh.
has a hard accusation on you, you don't
Easier
kill
said
them
than
next.
done.
When somebody
I
has
have
a
to,
soft
put my phone
accusation
down
on you,
and do a
you
bunch
do
of
kill
stuff
them
to
next.
mute. I'm just gonna shut up.
So it doesn't grow. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Let's give it
I
Cody
can
shit.
see it.
Have to.
I also think there's a lot to be done with doing a chosen one thing and leaving them alive, so that you can do the indignant, "Why do you keep accusing me? I was with so and so this entire time," and buy yourself an ally, which makes them look like the imposter.
For sure.
Like you've got one or two votes, and it's based on just speculation. you want to kill one of those votes.
Yeah.
You got 2 votes on you based on a hard accusation. You want to leave both of them alive.
So calling comms after killing in communications, that's ballsy. Like, I think that was probably a really
the
bad
comms were
play.
already on, actually, or already.
I was saying, I don't think Slayer is the one who called the
This is
comms.
the worst time finding my.
I'm having
No,
a
he
hard
wasn't.
time
But
too.
the,
So
when the
where's the
comms
body?
got called, he went in and killed
The
T-Star.
note ID, so it's a two-parter.
But
You have to
at
go
the
to a
same
little
time,
post.
like I will 100% say, as much as
You
it
have to go to a-
seems like it's a bad move because you're killing somebody right on top of where other people are
So
going to
there's a
come,
little like
that
hole you
also
have to
makes it
find, and then you have to do a
unlikely for
slide.
a strong player to be accused of
and then
that.
go to the
For sure,
left.
for sure.
Well, also they're going to come near there, but they're not going to come into the comm shed until after the emergency's clear.
Where
True.
the
And they're probably
communication
not
is
going to
concerned
notice that you came out of there. So it's risky, but it's not as risky as it might seem.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was smart because it's T-Star. Like, that's the person he wanted
Oh,
to
I
kill.
just realized I was on fucking
Um,
mute the whole time.
So, like, it was a good opportunity to take it out, like you were saying
Yeah,
earlier.
what
Get
were
the
you
person
saying?
who stopped accusing you out.
Well, nothing pertinent that was not already brought up.
But,
Hey, Nine.
Let's see how many votes he picks up this time.
uh-huh.
Because if it's 2 or less, it was a good play.
Left-hand
Yeah.
side.
Question is, what has
initially,
Xander been
and,
doing this
in the
entire
middle to
time?
figure out where this node thing is.
That is
And I
true.
think
Like,
actually
he
found
hasn't
this
dropped
weird
anybody
place
yet.
Good question.
which we're looking
Well, not killing people, that's for sure.
Foil.
I mean, he
Yeah.
might be good copying him, you know.
So I was on the very bottom left.
That's
at
not a
Steam-
thing.
He might be building a solid
I was
chosen
on
one
the very
alibi.
bottom left at Steampunk Showers, and the only person I saw was Nine.
I mean,
Tails.
there's a lot to be said for establishing a really good alibi early on
Elimination.
and
We
then
got 30
ditching it
seconds. We
to
haven't found
go
any
for
evidence
violence
of
when it starts getting
shoot.
down.
These
The
are
problem
line
is you're playing
We
chicken with a
have to
clock.
vote someone out or-
Yeah.
I mean, you could call it building a solid alibi.
I'm down with that.
You could also call it gold bricking, which is what.
Nine Tails, is that what we're doing?
That's the only other person I
So,
saw. and I know
I
that-
decided that I was going to stay around and let my manservants do the murdering. Please get unto the killing, sir. I cannot be bothered.
See, there we go. He caught one vote.
If it's
Xander, you
Xander.
asshole!
I don't think it was.
I was nowhere near there.
Which, I don't know, that might have been a good play just so that,
Sorry.
like, if he knows for sure that he's not going to get voted, throwing one on Pat so that it separates them,
Oh, yeah.
not a bad idea,
I mean,
but
there were only 8 of
risky.
us, to be
It
fair.
I was just saying,
Stuff
Come
on
on.
Xander.
Yeah, blame the guy that's doing all the fucking work.
I
much.
have seen some really good blame your partner plays that look like they absolutely divide. You know, there's no way these two could both be it because yada yada yada. They're always fighting. They're always, you know, after
For sure,
each
for
other.
sure.
But yeah, again, it's a chicken play. You're
I mean, hell,
hoping
Buck's done
nobody
that.
else is going to take you up on it.
Speaking of doing all the work, no, Buck's done it to us before, like when he's
Buck-
just. he-
Buck's never done that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right? When he reams out Slayer for being utterly useless.
Xander, did you kill anyone that round?
Buck's never used the exact defense of there's no way Barry would do that, yada yada yada. Knowing full well that was exactly what I did.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that phrase alone has probably saved me a dozen
New
times.
map.
No kidding. Oh, back to Namira now, huh? I mean, I love the kill in the beginning room. Like, it's my favorite.
It's not a really good argument to say, "Oh no, I'm too talented to do that," because everybody fucks up sometimes. But you know, it works for whatever reason. People are willing to buy it.
Well, people, nobody wants to. Generally speaking, nobody wants to think meanly because, like, they apply the logic to themselves. So they're like, "Oh, I'm smart enough. I wouldn't do that." And
Right.
I respect this other player, so I'm going to imply they wouldn't do it either. It's a psychological thing, definitely.
I think Xander thought it was the wrong one going off. Although I don't think he needs to get out of there.
Yeah.
Good call.
So I just found Xander up
Alright,
by the
so
reactor.
last person I saw with Xander was Slayer.
I'm muted.
Well, I just found Xander's
Where
body.
did you find the body?
It's up in reactor.
Who found the body?
Slayer,
Okay.
I think you're muted.
I am
Slayer
muted.
found the body.
I found the body up in the reactor.
It's really hard to establish an
I think
alibi.
you should
Nobody
really
else
look at
can
your
do it.
reactor.
Him last. I think you might have killed him.
Yeah, pro tip,
Shouldn't
keep your
really
mic
say
open
that.
when you're actually wanting to defend
Assembling the
yourself.
artifact in the laboratory, and when I walked out, Xander's body was right by the
A
only
lesson
two
that
of
more than
us-
one person in our Thursday game
There
has
was
yet
me
to
and you,
master.
then I left, and Xander went up there, and it was just you and him, and now Xander's dead.
All the vents are connected. You literally can just teleport across this map.
And you didn't see anyone come out of the vents?
I was in the laboratory. I was assembling my artifact.
Wait, isn't the vent in the laboratory?
There is the vent is in the
There's
bottom left-hand
vents in
corner
the-
of the reactor.
There's also a vent in the top right of the laboratory.
Yeah.
Well, I would have seen somebody if they came out of that vent. They probably would have killed me.
So we're definitely against two experienced players.
Yeah, I don't know this. I mean, this report seems like he had to do it, but he's having to defend himself pretty hard already.
The interesting part is much like last match. Now the question is, what's Cody going to do?
Also, expressing encyclopedic knowledge of.
I mean, I literally have nothing. I wish I had a
knowledge of the vents.
fucking alibi.
Generally
here,
not a
but
great
literally,
idea.
like, I walked out of the laboratory and Xander's fucking body was.
I was gonna say, I like how he said that there's one in the bottom of the left of that, and he let somebody else mention the one in lab. Like,
Does everyone have eyes for everyone
If they would have
else?
popped out of that one, I would have seen it. That kind of a thing.
I know that Lance
Instead of
went towards reactor
like
because
that was the only
ironically,
thing I
the
think he
match
could say.
after
Like
I
if he had said
marinated
any more, it
him,
would have gotten him
we
in
had, like,
trouble.
all the same
I mean,
any less. And
He's for sure in a pickle that he's trying to dig himself out of at this point.
yeah.
I mean, Izzy was near me, so I'm not sure.
And it's really interesting to me that Cody insta-voted.
Yeah, me and T-Star were in the bottom O2.
Oh,
Cody saved him.
Yeah. But like, could have also really gotten
Thank you for everyone
herself
who
in
was,
trouble
like, the
for
American public
skipping if
and
that went different.
apathetic on that vote.
Yeah, that was a really early choice to skip. That a good crew might go, what are you telegraphing?
Right.
This is why I insist on anonymous voting.
I mean, I think especially with our crew, like there's too many people who like the psychology of stuff and who would literally remember who voted what, that I think it would get boring really fast.
I mean, I was certainly doing that before the option wasn't there.
That's literally why I'm saying this. I think you would get bored fast.
I look at it from the standpoint of there's merits and flaws to both ends of it.
For sure.
Because yes, somebody can remember who voted what and extrapolate from that, but the reverse of that one is somebody can also game the psychology of the thing.
Oh, he really needs Cody to kill. Why is Ninetales doing wires?
I think they actually had that on.
Yeah, I think wires is on. Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Lance, no! Why didn't I stay with him this round? Why?
Izzy was near me and didn't kill me, so.
I found the body and I saw white. I'm calling it. It's Cody.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he just framed the crap out of Cody.
And now Cody's going to get framed for not doing the double kill that should have happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Cody
down here, it's clearly her fault.
Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Cody should have murdered Ninetales and hopped into the bed.
But I don't know where the fucking body was.
Was the body in the reactor?
The body was. I like just caught her, so I don't remember what room it was in.
Alright, well, if you caught her, then. Yeah.
I did not see a body.
Well, go, Emilia.
Well,
where
it's
was the
because
body?
You were stepping on it after you killed them.
I would have fucking seen a body.
If he can keep them going around in circles.
Oh.
It's so defensive.
Yeah,
He'll be fine.
Where was the body?
It was near the lobby.
No,
Amelia's
Cody's
uncertainty
So,
about.
me, Ninetales, and Cody were waiting at the door.
Amelia's uncertainty about where she was.
Three of us were in that room. I was with two other people. And none of us saw a body.
Did Emilia self-report here?
What?
No, there's two killers, and if Slayer, Cody, and Ninetales are together, I'm assuming two of them are killers.
Yeah, but why would Ninetales be alive if the two of us were killers?
To try and, like, trick people.
I'm not gonna lie, I remember that player.
Well,
were on
not
the
being
left.
wrong,
I
that's really
activated
bad
the door.
logic.
Cody was in the middle.
That's true.
You're actually correct, but that is really crappy logic.
Sometimes the worst logic makes the most sense.
Yes.
Well, that's super true. I mean, there's a lot of bad faith decisions that occur.
I mean, the thing is, you don't need to be the smartest person in the meeting. What you need to do is convince the dumbest person in the meeting. So having the best justification isn't always the greatest strategy. You want something that's easy for everybody to believe. Even if, you scratch your head later and say, wait a minute, that didn't make any sense.
Don't know how that happened.
Welcome back.
That was all. For all of you who just had to sit and look at Slayer for a minute, we're sorry.
Yes, you
There's
didn't
a
get to
bonus
see
content.
His masterful escape plan.
If you add a commentary about how many gray hairs he's got in his beard, he'll award you a free subscription to a Twitch stream for a month.
Is that an
By
ongoing
award,
count?
I think it means Barry's going to pay for it.
No.
I think we established earlier, anything Barry's supposedly going to pay for, it's going to end up coming out of my pocket.
Okay, yeah.
The victim is going to pay for it. It might have my name on the check, but he financed it.
Now it's going to be harder for him.
All right, so now he has cover to say to T-Star, I walked with you all the way back to Launchpad and didn't kill you.
Yep.
What do we got?
I found dear Izzy in the reactor. I'm very heart-stricken. Please respect me in this time of grieving and mourning.
Well, me and T-Star did the the upper O2. Am I on mute?
Sorry, I was muted.
Sorry.
I hate muting in between rounds. Me and T-Star were running together for the O2, and
yeah, well,
plenty of
we
opportunity to kill me, but
Slayer could have killed me too. I think
Amelia was
Slayer
heading
didn't have
out.
enough time to kill anyone in reactor, so I'm not sure if it's Slayer.
I tend to believe you guys because Amelia was heading out as I was heading out.
I mean, Ninetails and Amelia were near me at the
GG.
top, near
Yeah.
the Botanical Garden or whatever that place is, and they were acting kind of sus, but I think they were just watching me to make sure I wasn't the killer and vice versa. So
well, I mean, we were obviously right about Codi earlier. Otherwise, the game would be over. We don't have 2 imposters left.
Well,
I mean, shit talking your ejected partner is kind of a dick move, but it is a solid strat.
But Ninetails is saying that you're running away from the body.
Throwing them under the bus is sometimes the only way to kind of establish yourself too.
I'm not even sure that I necessarily buy that it's a dick move because it helps separate you and them, and like on a psychological level, you're distancing yourself from the bad guy.
The only time it's a dick move is when your partner gets pissed about it and starts calling a bunch of sabotages that don't help you.
I mean, like, from a strategy perspective, it makes a lot of sense to do it. But from the fact that they are also in chat listening to you talk shit about them being bad imposter, it's kind of a dick move. But I mean, if you pull it off, then you win together. So, there shouldn't be any hard feelings. But
it should be fairly said. If they didn't suck that bad, they wouldn't be in this pickle.
And it looks like they pulled it off, so...
Yep.
I'm a spooky ghost.
You should be able to call the sabotage, get the last kill he needs.
Oh yeah, I mean, you don't even need to really burn that much time off on this one.
Oh, it should have been
because the delay getting through the airlock, you're gonna get your cooldown refresh.
Doing their tasks.
Ooh. It's gonna call it. You call reactor. It's a.
Yeah, I don't know why you call O2.
Because he knows somebody else is going to come down.
Yeah, I mean, somebody has to, right?
Yeah. So it lets his cooldown burn down, and then when somebody else comes down, he has the option of stabbing them. Yeah, see? Here's the game.
Yeah, Slayer, I should have known. You're always like the killer.
GG.
We got it done, Codi. We got it done.
I know, you dropped that okay, Slayer dropped a body like in front of me. I ran past it, and there's fucking Ninetails.
I thought you were gonna murk Ninetails. I was expecting the double kill there.
Oh, that would have made sense, but then we would have been found anyway, because somebody came in right after us.
Yeah, but they would have found 2 bodies, and we would have been down the hallway and been like, I don't know what you're talking about.
She came in before then, though. But yeah, no, that's a good fucking point.
Yeah, no, I was like,
the winning strategy there is if the 2 of you had double killed there, only 1 body shows up on report. Y'all could have claimed they were lying and self-reporting because you caught them. Y'all could have bullied them right through that.
Oh, we definitely would have.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. I thought you were with me on the double kill there.
I was gonna say,
sorry
that
about
is a
dropping a
Slayer
body at your
habit of
feet.
starting a double kill, even if the other person's not ready.
Oh, right, he doesn't have his color.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I might have actually gotten screwed out of a match because I did that exact thing
because the next push worked and we're
elsewhere. Whereas, like, there were both of the imposters were in a room and there were 2 of us.
So
and
put
I
out my
did a
next
wiggle and moved
challenge.
towards somebody, and I thought the other imposter was responding, and I just went stab, and the other would-be victim was like, "What? Report, Barry did it."
Right.
And the other guy was like, "I didn't. I was far enough away. I didn't see who did what." And almost managed to throw enough suspicion off, but
that's fair. That was a ballsy attempt at faking scan standing in the wrong spot.
Very wrong spot there.
Luckily, nobody else came in but his imposter partner. But damn, that was.
Okay, dropping 9 tails here is a good play.
Yep. Definitely vent out though.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's been seen in there. He doesn't want to get seen again. And now there's enough time that there's deniability.
Up in the lab.
Might be able to frame
got,
easy
Cody?
for that one.
What?
Perfect.
got,
She didn't
Cody?
throw a
Body
name
in the
out.
lab. What are we at? I saw somebody else was, I think it was Izzy, was in the reactor room. Somebody else was coming down through the decontamination, and Emilia was just chilling out, waiting.
That's great. You always want to let somebody, if they can throw out some names to sus that aren't yours, that's awesome.
But it was really weird the way that she was standing there. Izzy,
It always
was-
sucks
Izzy,
when you
was
get
I right
spaced
about
for
that? You
walking
were in
funny,
the
but it
reactor
I
happens.
was doing Simon Says.
Yeah, I saw you doing Simon Says in the reactor room. Who came down through the decontamination chamber before that?
I don't know. I had Simon Says up on my screen. I can't see the hallway.
I'm asking the rest of y'all.
I mean,
It was Xander. It was Xander. Xander, why didn't you speak up when I just asked that question?
Cody's
Xander?
throwing out way too many names. She's gonna give herself space.
No, Xander went into reactor
and our
with
crew
me. That's
said
absolutely
absolutely
right.
would
We were
get
by the top door
some
together, and
space.
I backed up because Xander killed me
You know,
last
how
time.
many
I'm
people
like,
do you
I
think you
don't
can point a
So you
finger
think
at?
Xander vented because Xander was near me in the calf?
No, I think Xander killed them. I think Xander killed them. It was either Xander or Izzy that killed them, or somebody totally different that vented out of there.
I'm
Xander-
gonna go ahead and say Xander did walk up with me, so yeah, I believe
But
it's
Xander should
Xander.
probably unmute himself so that he can defend himself.
The accidental
Xander,
mute
defend yourself,
ended up
damn it!
being voted off
Defend
for it.
yourself, Xander!
Defend your own.
Well,
Yeah,
the custom with a lot of other
by the way,
people
it's called
is
Funky
to
Town. It's not called,
de facto mute yourself when you're not in a meeting,
It's just really.
and people who aren't used to it forget to then unmute themselves when they're in a meeting.
For sure, especially when you have multiple streamers playing, because usually
Are we
when
sure
they talk
about
to
that,
their
T-Star?
stream
Are we?
or their
Are we?
chat.
Yeah, they'll mute their Discord and have their chat still going and forget that they're muted on.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Almost unanimous. Xander didn't even vote.
And then you're gonna feel terrible about yourselves.
Are we?
Well, if it isn't Xander, then we
Everybody,
got
huh?
two.
If it's not
Everybody,
Xander,
hold
then
on, everybody look me in the eyes. Look me in my glasses.
Sorry, you're
eyes.
falling. You're falling. Can't look
The
in
subtle
the
but effective tactic is to interrupt their last words so that they don't say anything that that might hurt you.
Yeah, the frustrating part about the interrupting thing is the fact that on Discord only one person can speak at a time. I wonder how much different this game would be if everybody played it on a phone and did the meetings in person, talking to each other in a circle.
Ooh,
that
was
waiting.
Nail biter there. I wasn't sure that was gonna go off.
The delay was a little bit scary.
What do we got? Am I muted?
Okay, so I'm a little curious here. There was definitely a double kill, and both Emilia and Slayer just ran in from the hallway towards reactor door when I was coming down.
This is not starting off well.
T-Star was dropped,
No.
but I know both y'all ran right past comms where the Serfs were dead, standing at bottom comms.
I came in from the upper T. I didn't go past comms.
It's the door right across from the door into.
Yeah,
Reactor.
we're at 0.75 vision. I can't see that far.
I was.
See, this is really
Sorry,
nice
I'm
because
so
he's subtly throwing out the implication the person who did report it could see that
I was
far.
with Slayer in the reactor.
Yep.
This is also
Yeah,
the danger
both of
of,
you
of
ran in.
implicating
Like,
two
that
people at
puts both
once.
of you right there at the
Is
Serfs
even
murder.
like they have the
Right
ability
here,
to defend
right in
themselves
exact
together, even if they
proximity,
are a team. If
because they
like
obviously
they're not a
can't
team,
which
you know what I
has
mean?
been repaired
Like
because I
you're
ran
giving multiple
down
people the option to come
from
back at you,
reactor
which
to
is
go hit
somewhat
comms.
hard.
Olive was in
Well, the other
reactor
thing
and
about
saw
it
me
is when
leave
you
numbers
blame
because
two
I went
people,
back
then
up,
there's a
finished the last
discrepancy.
sequence I had on
Half the
Simon
people
Says,
vote
hit
for Slayer,
numbers,
half the people vote
came
for
down to
Emilia,
go to try and fix
produces a
comms,
tie. Neither one gets
and
ejected.
y'all two were running
Right.
in, and I know me and Olive were up there. So the only three people
If
I
you're gonna
can't
throw somebody under a
say
bus,
the
pick
only
one
three people-
person,
the
use
only
both
person I
hands.
know I can say is clear is Olive. The rest of you, seeing as how there was a double kill, I know I'm right on one of you. It's either
How do we know
Slayer
it's a
or
double
Emilia,
kill? I thought you said
or
you only.
both of you.
I thought you said you only saw about one body.
Because T-Star is dead as well.
Then it's not a double kill. There's just two dead.
There are 2 kills this round. That's usually would
Fixing
say that was a
comms.
double kill in just a short round. That means y'all killed really fast back to back, whether it was on purpose or not.
I am most sus of
Okay,
Slayer.
so Slayer's being a very valid point. That's really smart to do. Disclaiming what a double kill means. Because now you're too
It's not
focused on
me.
paying attention to what the word
Don't vote
choice
me.
means than to know that there was 2 bodies there.
No, he still went up, but maybe he can carry this round.
And sadly, Emilia couldn't save him even if she had voted.
It's interesting because there's a lot of deflection and argument tactics that get used in this game at the meetings that are hallmarks of stuff that you see in social media when people are
Don't just sit there.
Trying
Keep
to
moving.
defend an undefendable position.
Right.
Yeah, how to argue like an asshole. Please watch my TED Talk.
Well, but how to distract people off of the topic that you are
He
discussing.
just needs to get one fucking kill here. Because we're at 5, we're down to 4. I mean, Emilia needs 2 kills. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, do all those annoying things that your uncle on Facebook does. Change the subject, get obsessed with the dictionary, all those asshole tactics. It's
Why
great.
didn't you?
That was no good.
I don't know why
you know, it
Slayer
wasn't us.
didn't
We
call
just
the
watched,
emergency
Emilia
to prevent the
Cody run
button.
up, and
He was too
Cody's
busy
dead.
chatting.
It's Emilia.
Fuck.
When he pulled
yeah.
up the sabotage, the
so
countdown
sad.
wasn't done yet.
Mm.
I mean,
There was a split second right when he pulled that menu up.
Honestly, this would have been prime time for
My
Emilia
apologies
to
to
self-report
Slayer.
that,
I
though.
should've
We
went
should be
against
very
Emilia
clear that
enough,
Blame Slayer is always a
but I
great
knew someone
option,
else thought
but
it
we've
might be
come to the
Slayer,
end of
so
our
I went
video.
with popular vote.
So, I think that's pretty much it for our crew commentary, our Murder Hobo crew commentary for this particular video. Please feel free to join us again soon, where we'll be making fun of Slayer some more, pointing out his flaws,
So, yeah, Izzy, you shouldn't apologize.
just
for Slayer,
generally
you
nagging
totally
on him.
was.
Don't forget
Yeah,
to
it
like
was
and
me.
subscribe if you
It was
enjoy
me.
the video.
We double
Or
killed
like
like
and
a
subscribe if
motherfucker.
you don't like the video, and that way you can get on and tell everybody what he's doing wrong.
Or like and subscribe if you just like us, because we'll be here doing more crew commentary in the future.